Life.Style.Live. Come and see, you'll agree. There's a positive energy. Life.Style.Live. It's so good to be alive. Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Life.Style.Live. Life.Style.Live.
Good morning. One of our favorites in the kitchen today with us, Juice with Joss, is here. She's got some helpful hints to maybe make juicing a little bit easier on us, including an ebook to help you out as well. We'll tell you all about it here in just a minute. Also, the annual Plane Pull Challenge is Special Olympics Indiana's largest single-day fundraiser each and every year. We're going to tell you how you can be a part of an amazing event. And Wish TV is going to be heading to Carmel on Wednesday for our Wish You Were Here series. So today we are spotlighting a local business in Carmel focusing on holistic healing. We'll take a trip to Carmel Salt Caves and Spa in just a little bit. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. We got Jocelyn in here, Juice with Joss, returning back to the kitchen here at Life.Style.Live. Thanks for being here. How have you been?
I've been great. Life's been good. Life's been good. How you been?
That. Wonderful. Very busy, but that's okay. And busy actually kind of works perfectly for what we're doing, because juicing can kind of take away some of that, how am I going to get my nutrients and everything in the morning or for lunch or whatever. This is an easier way to do that for some people.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I love to make me some fresh squeezed juice first thing in the morning, carry it in a bottle, take it with me pretty much everywhere I go.
I love that.
Yeah.
What is it you think, though, that maybe is a little bit intimidating to people? Because I think sometimes the idea of juicing is really, really cool, and people just go, I don't know if I can do that.
Right. Well, from what I heard was most people feel that it's messy. It's messy. Juice gets everywhere, fruit guts get everywhere, and just the cleanup behind it all.
Sure.
That's what I've heard.
That makes sense. The good news is you can get a hold of Jocelyn, and then you don't have to do anything to clean up. You can just get the stuff straight from her. But we're going to actually do some stuff here today. What are we doing, Jocelyn?
Yes, so I have some greens today. We have celery, spinach, green apples, limes, pears, and ginger. So this is a blood pressure drink targeted solely towards blood pressure.
Interesting.
High blood pressure.
And so all of those things are going to go into essentially like this bottle. Is that what's happening? Or is that a different bottle?
They're samples. You can have one actually.
Right, perfect. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
I want to talk to you about your ebook, because I love that you've done this to make things even a little bit more simple for people. Tell us about the ebook and what led you to want to write this.
So I created an ebook a month ago. What led me to create it was most of my customers are dealing with high blood pressure. It's pretty much an epidemic around the world. So I decided to just compile a book of recipes that could help people who maybe you don't have to buy juice from me, but if you have your own juicer, you have recipes and tools to help manage your blood pressure and prevent it and get you off of it if you are
That's a great idea.
On that spectrum.
I love that idea. Okay, let's juice something here. What are we doing?
Yes. So we're going to start with some celery.
Okay.
Here, let me give you your
gloves.
gloves.
Thank you. Yes.
Get some here.
I can never get the gloves out.
Right there.
I'm going to take this one too.
Got to strap up.
Jocelyn, I think I've asked you this a million times. Can you juice just about anything?
Well, I never tried bananas. I never tried to juice bananas. I feel like you can juice about anything.
Yeah.
Some things come out pretty pulpy, or some things pretty much just come out straight juice. But we got our Granny Smith apples right here. We're going to cut 2 apples. We're going to cut it down. Pop this
and you didn't
here.
like peel this, you didn't core it, anything. You're basically just going the whole thing in there.
I throw the whole thing in there. We washed all the fruit. We washed it all before we got on set, and it's just ready to go. It's a pretty powerful juicer, so it'll break it down. Got a pear right there. Celery, the most important key ingredients.
Are we throwing this apple in too, or? We're running out of room in there, Joss.
Some celery. It'll be good.
I trust you.
Pop it on, and there she goes.
So now that, and if I remember correctly, last time you were here, one end it basically spits out all the guts that you were talking about, and then the other end you're getting the juices from all these things.
Yes, so the pulp is going to come out on this end, which some people repurpose it.
Oh, sure.
You can repurpose it, and then on this end, fresh squeezed juice.
Holy cow, that's all coming from what we just put in there?
Yep.
That's insane. Okay, I think some people may be a little thrown off by the idea of celery in there. Is that celery going to be overpowering in this juice? What's the overwhelming flavor you think in this juice?
The celery is overwhelming. No matter what you put with it,
Sure.
apples, pineapples, it is pretty overwhelming. But you know, you'll get used to it.
Yeah.
It's an acquired taste.
Well, there's like a refreshing flavor too to celery, which I think sometimes people don't
Very,
think of.
very refreshing. And then we got to add the lime,
Okay.
skin and all.
Okay.
Then pop some lime in there. So yes, the juice is perfectly fine to drink all throughout the day. First thing in the morning, lunch, and then right before bed.
Okay.
So I would recommend about 32 ounces a day.
For people who've never seen you here on our show, tell us about Juice with Joss and how you got this started and what you guys do.
Okay, so Juice with Joss, I started the company 3 years ago. I actually started on my own health journey because I wasn't eating fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
I was being a bad girl, not eating my fruits and veggies. So I started juicing them. And it pretty much went from there. I was posting online, posting my recipes, and people were interested.
Yeah.
And, make me some, make me some, make me some. So that's literally how it started, the demand.
Well, I love the idea of this too because when you look at like what you cut up, which was 2 apples, a pear, a lime, the celery, people at home may not do that and eat those things, but you can do that and throw it into a juicer
Yep.
and drink the juice on your way to work or whatever the situation may be. I think that's perfect.
Yep. Honestly, I still don't like celery. Like, you'll probably
Really?
never catch me bite into a celery, but if you mix it with some apples and some other ingredients,
Yeah.
I'm going to down it. I'm going
Okay.
to down it. So I'm going to grab a glass right here. We had some nice glassware.
And Joss, where are you guys located? Like, what's the best way to get a hold of you guys if they want to get some of these juices and stuff?
So the best way to get a hold of me is via my website, juicewithjocelyn.com, or Instagram.
Okay.
Yes, those are the
And on
best ways to
Instagram, you're
contact
doing a
me.
lot of different recipes and things like that, too, that people can see, right? This is like, I mean, literally the freshest you can get.
Yep, I'm constantly posting recipes, benefits. Like it?
Yeah, I
It's
really
okay?
like it.
Not too celery, not too much celery. But yeah, follow me. I post every single day.
Did you put ginger in here?
I'll put some ginger in
Yeah.
there, yes.
That's like my favorite part because you get all of the apple, the pear, you get a little bit of the lime, but that ginger is like really, you get a little bit of
Really
the heat from it.
hitting.
Yeah, I love that.
I love ginger.
We'll have all the information on the ebook and how you can get a hold of Jocelyn and Juice with Joss over on our website. We love it when you come here. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. This
I
is
love
really
being
good.
here. Thank you.
Genuinely. All right, coming up next, we're getting you ready for WAMM Fest. You do not want to miss it. We're going to tell you how you can get in on all of the fun for a good cause. Marcus, do you juice? Have you ever juiced anything?
I never have, but I'm always fascinated.
I feel like with your schedule, juicing would be perfect.
It would be smart, right?
Yeah.
I should look into that. Hey, beautiful, warm, dry start here. Live look at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Lots of sunshine. Man, the heat just kind of keeps on rolling this week. But we might have some rain chances. We'll time that out in my forecast. That's next. Hey, happy Monday. Thanks for sticking with us here at Lifestyle Live. Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. It is a very bright start to the week. Very hot in many locations here in Indianapolis. We're coming off back-to-back days of 90-degree heat. Now, it hasn't been quite as intense as what they've had to deal with out west, Nevada, Arizona, Southern California. There are excessive heat warnings. There are Phoenix, for example, got as high as 115, 120 degrees. They were breaking August records down in Arizona, that heat dome. Starting to break down a little bit, and now another one will take over. What's going to end up helping us here for Tuesday is this little dip in the upper levels here, what we call a trough. This is going to slide across the upper Great Lakes. It should squeeze out a few rain chances here as we go into the middle of the week. It also is going to kind of flatten out this heat dome, at least briefly. But the overall theme is we're still running pretty hot for a while. Heat indices are borderline heat advisory criteria on Tuesday. I think we get up to around 98. You do see a little bit of a break Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday before some hot air, again, runs right back in. Saturday, Sunday, we're going to be very close to advisory category here for the weekend. Highs around 90 for today and Tuesday before those rain chances, hopefully, because we do need the rain, starts to cool us down just a little bit. Real quick update, too. Watching the tropics, a really good chance in the next 24 hours we could have Tropical Storm Erin. We'll keep you updated on that here over the coming days. All right, that's a look at the forecast. We'll head back over to Cody.
All right, thank you, Marcus. WAMM Fest is just around the corner, and we have the event organizer here to help us get ready for the event. Russ Dodge is here hanging out. Hey, Russ, thanks for being here.
It's great to be back here again. I feel at home when I come in here each year to talk about WAMM Fest. I've been doing this for close to 10 years now, and WAMM Fest has existed a few more years prior to my involvement, and it's just a wonderful event to be involved with.
Well, it's become an annual tradition for us as well to talk about it and be a part of it. Tell us about WAMM Fest and what the purpose is behind this festival.
Okay, first off, WAMM, for people that don't know, it is Wine, Art, Music, and Microbrew, and it's taking place at Craig Park in Greenwood this Saturday, the 16th, from noon till 8:30 p.m. It's just fantastic. We've got multiple music acts. We've got great food, beer, wine, cider. It's just all kinds of fun. And then the artists is something that I don't want to leave out, even though that doesn't quite, get the coverage that the beer gets. You know?
Yeah.
But these different artists come in from all over the Midwest, and if you're in the market to get something cool and something unique, and you're showing something on the screen right now, there's just all kinds of great stuff. And I had somebody do a custom piece for me a couple of years ago, and it was pretty reasonable too.
Well, what I love about this, and you mentioned all of the beer and the wine and the artists and the musicians, all that, all these people are coming together each and every year to make this happen. How important is that to have the support, the community support, and just the support from people coming each and every year?
Well, what we have here is the volunteers from the Sertoma Club of Greenwood put this event on. They get some help from some of the neighboring Sertoma clubs who come in and volunteer. We also get help from the Boy Scouts and a few other organizations, and they're ones that we try and help in return with some of the money that gets raised here. So that's a really cool thing. I don't know the exact number, but I want to say it's, since the beginning of WAMM Fest, that's somewhere close to $1 million.
I think that's what we had Dr. David Wolf on last week to talk about it, and I think he mentioned somewhere around that number as well, which is amazing because some of these organizations that you guys are helping with this festival may not be able to survive without some of these funds. Oh,
no question, especially when you look at government cutbacks now.
Yeah, sure.
So we have great music here too, and that's something I wanted to focus in on starting at noon. It's a solo act, Phil Purley, and then the Jay Baker Trio. And then the 90s band, and people love that one. It's a dance. They get up and it's rock and roll time. And we close it out with the Spasmatics. So
Spasmatics are great.
Yeah. And people who want more information, it's whammfest.com. You can buy your tickets there and save a little money if you do it before you go by at the gate. So it's just a fantastic thing. Ray Skillman helps us out tremendously too, which I don't think this thing ever would have got off the ground if we didn't have him around.
Sure.
But I want to mention a couple of the beer people, not all of them, but Oak and Barrel has been there from day one.
Which is huge, to have people for 15 years to start this thing off, to still be here more than a decade later, speaks volumes to what you guys are doing, I think.
Oh, yeah. And you have everything from, like, fair food, things like Ben's Pretzels are there. Then you got really neat barbecue, Whiskey River Barbecue, and
love it.
You got taco places and Aspen Creek Grill, and then you got the Kona Ice, and it's just something for everybody. Kona Ice is very, very good on a hot day, which it's going to be warm this Saturday.
Kids go crazy for it too, man. Every time they pull in, my kids are like,
you know it. And then for the beer, you got your choice. A lot of people, they try and pace themselves so they can sample a little bit of everything
that's smart.
That's out there. I like it a lot.
It's going to be an amazing event. It is each and every year, and we'll have all the information on our website so you can get those tickets that Russ was talking about and the information so that you know when and where to be. All that coming up on Life.Style.Live.TV. Thank you so much, Russ.
I appreciate being here as always, and we'll see you down there Saturday at Craig Park in Greenwood.
Can't wait. Can't wait. All right, coming up next, business has been booming at a new coffee shop in Carmel. Marley Thomas is going to take us to Prufrock Coffee and show us how they make their popular canned coffee. And then a little bit later, how you can watch people literally pull a Boeing 757, and it's all for an amazing cause when we come back.
everyone. Marley Thomas here at Prufrock Coffee in Carmel. This is their second location that they opened up. The first one is in Broad Ripple, but they just opened this spot up in the spring, and business has been booming. So I've got Paul here, who's the owner. Paul, thanks for having us.
Of course, thank you for being here.
I'm excited to be here because you guys have really honestly become kind of viral on social media with the drinks you have to offer. We'll get into that in just a little bit, but we got to start off by talking about where the name came from. Where did the name come from?
The Prufrock actually came from T.S. Eliot, a story, and if you open here, it's from the love song Alfred Prufrock, which is a person that he was lonely and not comfortable to speak to others, and end of the story, he was like ready to go out and features. I bought the name, so I didn't become with it, but when I read about it, I was like, okay, it makes sense for me to keep it, because people are actually looking for a coffee shop. If they don't speak or have friends, they'll come here, get your coffee, talk to the barista, talk to the next person.
Yeah.
So it's actually making sense for coffee shop.
I love it. You really put a lot of thought into the name itself, but also the coffee shop just in general too. Talk about some of the drinks that you guys have to offer.
Yes, so we do have, we capture here the ube latte. So ube latte has been so popular here in Carmel, which is an berber yam. It's the bean, sweet potato. It tastes like pistachio, vanilla, and brown sugar. So it's like something like really popular. We do also offer like different stuff like Spanish latte. We do Turkish coffee. So we go around the world. Like my wife and I, we travel all the time. So you see the affogato. This is something like really popular in Italy, which is they do the ice cream with espresso. Then we have the Spanish latte, which is a condensed milk with espresso and milk, which is great drink. And we also do like the ice cream croissant, which is we are popular with.
Right.
The pictures right here. But so we travel, we lock up everything, so we bring everything to Carmel and Indiana, like just to make sure people have the experience here.
The full experience.
Yes.
I think that's so unique, but you also offer canned coffee too.
Yes, it's a startup with my wife and I, coming from Broad Rebel, bringing drinks to our friend. End up like we have 7, we end up with 2 home. We drop the rest at the car, in the car. I called friends in overseas and I was like, hey, do you guys do something different? Then they sent me like a different options. I love the can option. I was like, okay, send me some to try. I tried it out, then people loved it. So I was like, okay, this is something we're gonna keep. Especially like we are in the Monon, or a lot of people like walking dogs, having like bike. It's saving their drinks.
Yeah.
Like it's been super good.
You come in and you can get it to go, or you can also get it canned and stay here or do whatever you want to do. Can we go make one?
Of course.
What are we going to be making then? That's a
we
canned
can do
drink?
the latte or the ube iced latte.
Okay, I'm going to let you go right ahead and get working on it then. And kind of just walk us through the process of how you make this too, because it is canned. You can take it to go, but it's fresh.
Yes, it's fresh. So it's an open can. So that's how we start to put on ice. Put on ice.
It's busy in here today. Everybody's coming in to get their coffee, so we got to kind of work around everybody else working too as well.
Our milk is the cow milk.
Yes. You guys feature like a different cow.
Yes, every month we have like the favorite cow.
Yeah,
and
I think that's awesome.
Actually here.
I saw that,
just to see like
Buttercup. Okay.
And we work with the family time. It's a great farm
in Indiana. That's how you know it's fresh. Yeah. Okay, so what do we do next?
Then I'll get the espresso.
How long have you been making coffee?
So I own the place for 2 years now in Broad Ripple, but before that I was the director of food service at Ascension Hospital. I did retail as I own like they have a Starbucks, gift shop, cafeteria here. Then I moved to the more like patient safety and stuff, but I did food and retail with them, so I did some coffees, but not expert like now.
That's awesome.
We didn't do it that much.
And how's business been going since you guys opened up this place back in March? Seems like it's been going really well.
It's been great. People here are supportive. They stop by. They have experience. I mean, they give you a chance to do businesses.
Yes.
They come and try. And we got the espresso shot.
Just pour it right in
Pour it
there.
over.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
And here the magic board.
Yes, this is the part that I want to see here. How does
So
this?
we put the lid.
Okay. I love it. That's so cool.
Done. So it doesn't take time or
It's so
anything.
easy.
So easy and safe.
Do I need
you-
to like give it a couple minutes before I open it
No,
up?
you
or
just
anything?
shake it and drink it. Yeah.
This is so crazy. I love it. It's canned, but it's fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat this. It's delicious.
Thank you.
And it's fresh. That's what I love about it. And you get it to go. And you
Yes.
get to keep this cup too.
Yes.
I love
You
it.
can't reuse it because it's closed from the top, but it's good to keep. Yeah.
I mean, fresh coffee to go. You just can't beat this.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Paul, thank you so much for having
course.
us
Thank
in
you for
today. It
being
was
here
so
today.
nice to meet
Oh,
you. I've
thank
been
you.
wanting to see how you guys make these because, like I said, it's been viral
Thank
on
you so
social
much.
media. So it's very cool to see it happen in person. So thank
you for stopping by. Thank you so much.
I'm Marley Thomas, and of course, we're going to have more information about the coffee shop over on our website. I'm Marley Thomas. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Marley. The annual Plane Pole Challenge is the Special Olympics Indiana's largest single-day fundraiser each and every year. It's a chance to have some fun, but also help support an amazing organization and its amazing athletes. Here with more are Nathan Ellis and Caleb Howard with Special Olympics Indiana out of my neck of the woods, Plainfield. Thanks for being here, guys. Go Quakers. This is such an amazing event, and if you've never been to a plane pole, wherever you can get to one, I encourage you to go because it's so amazing the fact that people can actually pull this giant 82-ton plane. Tell us about this event.
Yeah, it's incredible. So you are pulling a 164,000-pound airplane, and it is really, really heavy. I mean, it feels like you're pulling forever to get that thing to start going, but once you get it going, it's not too bad. You know, the 12 feet goes pretty quickly once it starts moving.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned this is a fundraiser, but basically the way it works is the teams raise money, right? And then they get to pull the plane.
Yes, exactly. So each team needs to raise at least $1,200, and then all the members of that team get to pull the plane. So here at Plainfield, we started out having just one team. Last year we had 2 teams, and this year we're actually going to have 4 teams combined of students and staff, and we're really excited about that opportunity.
Caleb, what's it mean to you to have the support from people, but also be a part of this event?
Good.
Yeah. You play sports, right? What sports do you play?
Football.
Okay.
Esports. Basketball.
Okay.
And track and field.
Track.
How do you have time to do anything else, man? That's 4 different things going on there. That's awesome. And this is all part of the Unified Sports Program, which has really taken off in the last few years.
Yes, it's really, really taken off. At Plainfield, we've been doing track for about 6 years. We've been doing basketball for about 4 years, and then flag football and esports both just started last year.
That's awesome.
So we're really, really excited about that, and we are probably one of, if not the only middle school in the state who has 4 opportunities, so we're excited for our athletes.
How important is that, to have those opportunities for everyone?
I mean, everybody needs to be a part of something.
Yeah.
So the more opportunities you have for people to be a part of something and feel inclusive and part of that group, the better.
So let's talk about when this is happening and how people can be a part of it, because I think there's a lot of people that would like to have a chance to pull a plane.
Yeah, so it's happening on Saturday, August 23rd, and it will happen from 8 or 9 in the morning until all the teams are done. So like I say, all you have to do is go to the Special Olympics website, and they can sign up, and people can, once your team gets $1,200, you will be able to sign up and poll. And even if you can't, go out there and check it out. It's an incredible, incredible day. There's a kids poll at 11:30 that my own children like to participate in. And just a lot of fun, good energy, and people out there having a lot of fun, raising money for a great cause.
Well, I love, too, you mentioned it is really a family-friendly event. There's more than just plane polls happening. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of stuff out there for this event.
Yes, there's a DJ, there's a dance-off, there are a couple food trucks out there. Some teams set up camp and just stay out there all day long.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun out there.
Caleb, which one is your favorite of the 4 sports? Is it basketball, football, track, or esports?
Track.
Track, yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one. I'm not a runner by any means, clearly, but I can tell that Caleb is. Guys, this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll have all the information so that you can sign up, be a part of this plane poll, and help an amazing organization continue to do amazing things. Caleb, great job, man. I don't know what you were nervous about. You crushed it. It was awesome. Nathan, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We'll have all that info on our website, Life.Style.Live. All right, coming up next, the inaugural Zionsville Pride Festival is coming this weekend. We're going to tell you how you can be a part of the free family-friendly event. And don't forget, still trying to chime in on our question of the day. This morning we are asking, if colors had personalities, which color would you be and why? Welcome back. Zionsville Pride Festival has been organized by a group of volunteers dedicated to extending the spirit of pride beyond the traditional June celebrations, because let's do it year-round, right, Nat? Here with more are Eros Preston and JD Ford with Zionsville Pride. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it so much.
Thanks for having us.
Let's start with the most important thing. Why now? Why do this and the inaugural event in August instead of in June during Pride Month?
So there's two reasons. The main one was that we only got started in January, and we became an official 501c3 in June. So that's not a lot of time. And the second thing is that there's already so many Pride festivals and events and celebrations happening in June, and we wanted to extend that celebration out to further into the year, so we could keep the celebration and the joy going.
Why did you decide to be a part of this? Because you didn't have, I mean, you could have done anything with your time.
Yeah, no, thank you for that question. So I represent this area in the state Senate, and so for me it was really about just lending my time and really, bringing awareness to this wonderful event. I think Zionsville, but just by the sheer nature of hosting this wonderful event, is really showing the community and showing the state that Zionsville is a place for inclusivity. If you want to, start a family, if you want to build a business, that's really what this type of event is all about.
Eros, I can't be alone in the fact that when I read this, I checked it like 3 or 4 times because there's no way this is the inaugural event in Zionsville.
Yes,
they've had to have been doing this forever. Why did it take so long? Is that a fair question to ask?
Yeah. Part of it was just we weren't really sure the right time to do it. Zionsville has not always been the most welcoming and open place, but as time has gone on, it's become more of that place, and we felt that this year would be the year that we could actually do it, and we would have a good turnout, and we would have reception from the Parks Department that's allowing us to do it in their park and all of that.
Pride festivals play such a massive role in a lot of different ways and a lot of different elements. One, just being the opportunity to celebrate and be together and unified in that. But also, there are going to be people there who are questioning things at this point in their life, and they may not feel comfortable coming out or talking about it, but being in a like-minded group certainly can help in those things.
Exactly, and that's one of Zionsville Pride's goals, is not only to make our community more welcoming, but also to have a kind of education area where people who are part of the community or who know someone in the community or aren't sure of their place themselves can learn about what are the different aspects of the queer community are and find their own place in that area.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's a level of that for everybody, right? Like the idea of going and just learning and being in it and seeing how much fun is being had on a day like this is huge. So let's talk about the festival itself, what we can expect from this event.
It'll be on August 16th at 1 to 7 p.m. in Mulberry Fields. We'll have, through the entire day, performances happening on our main stage, some local bands, and then also some local drag performers at the end of the day. We'll also have a bunch of vendors that everyone can go through, buy local goods, meet local people. We'll have a kids area. We'll have arts and crafts, dress-ups, story times with a drag performer and with the library. And we'll have an outdoor games area for all ages. And then for people who want a little more chill, something more calm, we'll also have a quiet wellness area that'll be open the full time.
That's huge.
And it's free.
Yeah,
and it's free.
That's
free
important.
Is huge too.
Yes.
Senator Ford, from your perspective, I'm curious, this is the whole idea, right? We want people in our own communities coming out and saying, I'm going to take the lead on this and make things happen. How important is that to have for people to step up and go, it's not happened yet, but I'm going to take care of it and make it happen?
Yeah, really kudos to these volunteers. They're not getting paid to do this. They've spent, he was mentioning about just the amount of time that they're spending on the Zoom calls, at least 2 hours, planning these events, and just really kudos, to Eros and the team for doing this. And to your point, this is really a space for people to come out and just be themselves and just have a good time. It is going to be hot that day, so drink lots of water. But no, this is just really cool for me. And for me personally, every part of my Senate district, Carmel has a Pride Festival, Zionsville's now going to do one, and then the Indianapolis always has a huge festival and parade. So, to me, this is just really a special moment.
Yeah, well, we are very excited for it to take place. We'll have all the information for the inaugural Zionsville Pride Fest on our website, Life.Style.Live.TV. Eros, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming. Senator Ford, thank you so much as well.
Thank you.
Again, we'll have all that info on our website. When we come back, we got more Lifestyle Live. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Marley Thomas here in Carmel today, checking out a local business that's known around the world, Carmel Salt Caves and Spa. They're known for their holistic healing methods, including their 2 salt caves here, their foot detox, and also, of course, the red light therapy bed as well. I'm going to go talk to the owner about this unique business and also get the foot detox done myself. Let's go. We're here in the foot detox room where we're actually going to be able to have this foot detox done. I've got Sky Winslow here, who's the owner of Carmel Salt Caves and Spa. Thanks for having us, Sky.
Thank you for being here, Marley.
Really excited to experience this. You guys have gone viral. You're known around the world, and you've only been open for what, about a year?
Just over a year. We've been very blessed.
That's insane, and it's an awesome spot just right here in town for everyone to experience. Explain what you guys have, specifically this room that we're in.
So this room is the detox room, and you can do a couple of things in here. You can detox out your feet, which is what we'll be doing today. We can also do a mineral foot soak where we add minerals back into the body. We have 2 of the largest salt caves in the country. We have 22 tons of Himalayan salt in the building. It was all brought in from Pakistan. It's about 300 million years old, and it just helps people with respiratory issues. It's an actual therapy, so people with FSA and HSA can use their cards if their company allows it to be done, but it is an actual approved therapy. And so you just lay in 0 gravity chairs, breathe in the salty air, and what it does is it thins mucus and calms down inflammation, kind of lowers the blood pressure, puts your head into a nice zone called the alpha brainwave state. So people who have conditions, chronic conditions, like asthma, COPD, sinusitis, allergies, that's when the caves really take over.
Where did you get the idea to start this business and offer these types of healing methods? Where'd this idea come from?
So, well, thank you for asking. My husband and I celebrated our 40th anniversary in Massachusetts, and we went to a cave out there that was gifted by my sister-in-law, and I thought, well, that's kind of a crazy little thing to do. But as I laid in there, I thought, this is kind of magical. She had a really bad cold. Her name is Patty. Patty had a really bad cold that day, and by the end of the night, it was pretty much gone. She could breathe so well, and I thought, Carmel really needs one of these. Yeah. The building came open, and in about 3.5 months, we had it built and ready to go.
Well, this foot detox too, this is a new thing that you guys are offering. This has really become very popular on social media because this is very unique for this area to have this.
Oddly enough, I did this procedure 40 years ago.
Wow.
So this has been around a really long time. You'll see some people talking negative about it. I was kind of hesitant about putting it into this spa because I'm a doctor. I want things to be based in science. And this is probably the weakest science we have in the entire building. I mean, everything here is very, very well vetted. However, I can tell you we do more of these than anybody else in the country, thousands of these, and every bowl comes up differently. And we get people who get up and they dance and they sing and they just feel like neuropathy in their feet.
Yeah.
It tends to help go away. So I'm really grateful I put these in because it's a wildly popular, big repeat business. And I think if people didn't find it to be beneficial, they wouldn't be coming back as often as they do.
Can we go ahead and get started with the detox?
I'm glad you asked. I would love that.
Walk us through this process of how we get started. There's 4 different seats in here, so you can have multiple people, but we've even got the red lights above us, so walk us through this process.
That's right. So you would come in here and you're going to be sitting on far infrared mats. This is to help take pain and inflammation out of the body.
It's warm.
It's nice and warm. And then above our head, we're going to have red light therapy. You can pull these down closer to you. Red light is really popular right now for good reason. It can help grow hair. It helps with wrinkles. And that's because it's going to be putting oxygen into the mitochondria. That's how it all works. So we'll be using that as we sit here.
That's nice.
To get the process started, we're going to use this machine here, this detox machine.
Okay.
I'm going to ground you to the machine by putting on a wrist strap.
Okay.
It's going to cause a small electrical current through your body. For this reason, again, people should not be pregnant, think they're pregnant, or have pacemakers. Then we're going to put these little machines, these things are called arrays, and they have stainless steel coils in them, and they're going to emit something called negative ions. You'll see a lot of stuff coming out, and that's because the ions will be working with the minerals in the water and changing color. So let's go ahead and get you grounded to the machine. This should not hurt.
Okay.
In
so
any
if it
way.
does, I'll let you know. It won't. It won't.
It won't hurt you. And I'm going to make it a little taut. We're going to spin that around.
Okay.
And then your feet are ready to go in.
Okay.
And then I'll drop in your array like that. Is that water comfortable to you?
Mm-hmm.
Great. And we'll get you started. Then while I do that, I may as well join you
So how long does this process take?
So your feet will be in the warm water for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
We just kind of watch the process as it goes.
Yeah.
Spin yours around, just make it a little bit
Well,
tighter.
and I think this is awesome too, because you guys can see this paper here. Once we get done with the detox, you're actually going to be able to read the bowl and tell what came out of our bodies. So this paper here has just a variety of different things.
That's right. You don't have to follow along, but a lot of people like to know what's coming out of their feet, right?
Yeah.
So they kind of follow along, but the thing is we're going to drain the bowl and read it to you, so you don't have to worry about it. We can do this a couple of ways. Now look in your bowl. See how that's changing color already?
Oh my gosh, already.
That's the negative ions coming out, and they're mixing with those minerals in the water. You have large pores on the bottom of your feet, and in about 4 minutes, that's going to be just filled with millions of negative ions. They'll go up your legs, and they're going to start searching inside your body. What do you need to be detoxed? So you saw some people a little earlier today. One was draining out of her lymphatic system. Everybody's a little bit different. And so what happens to you and me could be very different today.
All right, well, we're going to sit back and let this process happen, and we're going to see the results here in just a little bit. Okay, I've got my pamphlet here, which is going to tell me what my results are. It's been 30 minutes, so Sky is here. She's going to help me read the bowl. Okay, this is absolutely disgusting. I'm disgusted with myself.
No.
Tell us what we have here, because this has been...
This is actually very, very normal. You're seeing some really good stuff here. You had a great detox. Let's look at the top of your bowl. You're telling me that, so when I read this, what I'm seeing, your liver did a really good detox today. You've got a lot of pesticides floating here at the very top. Your lymphatic system also did some work too. And then these heavy metals, these are the black flecks that we see, are floating in here. There may be more on the bottom. So we're going to drain this down. You did have a real good release. It did come out of your joints initially, and then it moved into your liver.
So the orangish color is from the joints, is what it's...
That's right, from your joints. And then these are your pesticides, your toxins.
Goodness gracious.
And these little heavy guys, the heavy metals like to get away. And we think they kind of chain together. And as we pop them and drag them, they'll tell us where in the body they came out of.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, so they have color to them. They're like little baby fortune cookies. So if I pop this guy and drag it, see the color? And that's from your gallbladder. The stuff hanging to the side, those are fats from the liver. So the liver likes to put things in fat and keep it away from vital organs. So this is just a really good overall detox. If we could get in there more, there's so many pesticides, it's hard to see all the heavy metals. But it's just the way they happen to land, but they're back in there.
This is kind of a bad bowl, isn't it?
No, this is a great bowl. This is exactly
for you to be able to inspect this, but for me, I'm like, ew.
Well, this is what you're coming here for, right?
Yeah.
You want to have a good detox, see what your body's working with. This is your first one. Usually the second and third get worse.
That's amazing. Okay, I'm disgusted with myself, but I love this because this is a great opportunity for people to come and be able to learn more about their health. I think that that's such a big part of it. It's just the education side too as well. So thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you, Marley.
We're going to have more information about Carmel Salt Caves over on our website. I'm Marley Thomas. I'll see you next time.
August is National Breastfeeding Awareness Month, a time to recognize and support the unique journeys of mothers who choose to breastfeed. Joining us is Dr. Mona Amin, pediatrician, lactation consultant, and founder of the popular parenting platform Peds Doc Talk. Dr. Mona is teaming up with Munchkin and Emmy's group to share a new study that sheds light on what breastfeeding moms are experiencing today and how we can all do more to help. Welcome so much, Dr. Mona.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course. Let's get right into it. So this month, August, is National Breastfeeding Awareness Month. Tell us about some innovations that are now helping new moms.
Well, this month is all about prioritizing breastfeeding and also, more importantly, the support systems to allow women to actually breastfeed. And every family's feeding journey is unique. Even within breastfeeding, no two paths are the same, and having the right tools and support system can make all the difference. Munchkin's Flow Nipple Shield Plus is a great example. It's made from 100% food-grade silicone and comes in a portable sterilizer case. When used with guidance with the lactation consultant, it can help with latch, support milk transfer, and actually reduce that postpartum stress and worries, especially in those early, tough weeks of breastfeeding.
You know, I'm not a mom yet, but I have heard from many mothers just how frustrating and how difficult breastfeeding can be initially. Are those some of the bigger reasons why moms just stop breastfeeding, kind of quit on it?
Yeah, so many moms face emotional, physical, and logistical hurdles when it comes to breastfeeding their baby, and it makes it incredibly challenging. One of the most common reasons that I see is the perception of low milk supply, or the feeling that the baby isn't getting anything when they're latched to the breast, which can lead to self-doubt and anxiety and cause the mom to stop breastfeeding earlier than intended. And then you add other barriers such as nipple pain, issues with latching, inverted nipples. These are all things that can cause moms to stop their breastfeeding journey. So having tools like the Flow Nipple Shield Plus can really help, because it helps eliminate that self-doubt and a lot of these concerns that many new moms are dealing with when they're breastfeeding their baby.
I never stop to consider all of the emotional aspect that is a part of breastfeeding and how it could maybe feel like you're failing at something that you should just naturally be able to do right, because they don't tell you how difficult it really can be. But there are some innovations that are helping new moms to stay in the game of breastfeeding.
Yeah, so Flow is a great example. It is the first patented nipple shield with a built-in channel, which allows a mom, while the baby is at the breast, to see their milk flow in real time, which can be a confidence booster for any of those moms who are more concerned about that latch and transfer that I mentioned. And so having the right support and tools can make all the difference, whether you're uncertain about your production, the latch, dealing with the nipple trauma. Tools like the Munchkin Flow Nipple Shield Plus can really help in the situation.
I love the idea that I've never seen anything like that before. There's been a new study that's come out. Let's talk about some of the highlights of that new study.
The findings were eye-opening to me as a pediatrician and IBCLC, and we have heard from hundreds of women how personal and at times challenging breastfeeding can be, which is no surprise to me. Over 300 moms participated in the study, and 87% continued breastfeeding at 12 months, more than twice the national average of 39.5%, according to the CDC, when they used this product. Even more impressive, 98% met or exceeded their breastfeeding goals. So moms are feeling more supported, more confident, and less stressed, thanks in part to access to tools like the Munchkin Flow Nipple Shield Plus.
You know, you said a word there, access, and I'll add another word in there, equity. There's not the same exact access and equity to all mothers. So what's being done to support breastfeeding mothers to include that equity and that level of access that they need?
I love that you ask this, because in order to provide sustainable resources, that means sustainable resources to all socioeconomic statuses, and Munchkin is committed to equity and access. To date, they've donated nearly $100,000 worth of Flow Nipple Shield Plus units to WIC chapters across the country, which helps underserved families. Plus, during August, they're offering a free Flow replacement kit with every Flow purchase, making this vital support tool even more accessible regardless of income status.
I love that, because it is, I don't have to tell you this, you know that breast is best is what they always say, and that it does make an impact, and it's not fair, because even if you're not understanding that a parent or a mother is not receiving that, that also means the child is not receiving the opportunity, and they're already at a disadvantage before they even start. Where can viewers go to learn more about this, and how to also access more resources too?
Your point is so valid, and it goes back to remembering that you are not alone on this journey. And even though breastfeeding may be told to be natural, it doesn't come easy to everybody. So I always recommend visiting munchkin.com to learn more about their tool like the Munchkin Flow Nipple Shield Plus, and for other incredible breastfeeding resources that they have there.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mona Amin. It's been great getting to talk to you and talk about Breastfeeding Awareness Month. All the information will be over on our website, or say that QR code right there on your screen.
Look at these things. These are like massive and marvelous, beautiful flowers, courtesy of our friends over at Gillespie Florists. You can learn more about their nationwide delivery at Life.Style.Live.TV. They crushed it with this set. Knocked it out of the park. Hey, let's do some more question of the day answers. You want to? Today's question of the day brought to you by Kitchen Saver Custom Cabinet Renewal. The question is, if colors had personalities, which color would you be and why? Glenn Wright says blue and purple. Okay. That's fair. Susan says pink, it just makes me happy. Pam says teal. That's the color of the Indiana Stars 11U squad. I love that. I would say red. I'm a little fiery today, ready to attack the week, take things head on. I hope you are too. Thanks for hanging out with us here on Lifestyle Live today, this morning. Thanks to all of our guests who decided to stop by and hang out with us and tell us about all the great things happening in our communities. We'll see you back here today at noon. Have a wonderful rest of your day.